Well, good evening, friends. Getting ready to do my evening Lenormand reading for the week of March 3rd. So here we go. Let's see what Spirit will have for us this week. The first card out of the deck is what Spirit would like to speak with us about. That's the fish. Oh, I love the fish. The fish, that's abundance. That's, well, it's also your finances, day-to-day activity that produces possibly your finances. It can also be an attraction card with some of the surrounding cards too. So keep that in mind. And then we've got the stork. The stork is forward movement, making progress. Okay. And then we have the gentleman. And then we have the house. And then we have the cavalier. So I feel like there's going to be a visitor. And then we have a tower. And then we have a fox, which is that clever energy, but a little bit of trickster. But then there's the sun in the upper left-hand corner, which brightens all of the aspects of the cards. So it would be all of the positive attributes of the card. And then the wish fulfillment, the stars. So that's a beautiful portrait. It could be a visitor from another town or an official person, okay? And maybe possibly that has something to do with your finances. Could also be some creative energy too attached to it. So maybe a marketing type of a feel to it. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of maybe like promotion, like promoting feel. Okay, so like that's why I say maybe something in advertising possibly, because the fish, the stars, the fox, that's career driven, and then the tower, which is kind of official feel to it. But yeah, I feel like that's maybe a little bit of maybe a marketing type of a profession, okay? And then we've got crossroads, and then we've got the bear, and then we've got the snake, and then we have the mice, and then we have the clouds, and then we have the key, and then we have the flowers, and then we have the cross, and then we have the ring. Boy, this feels a little bit of, shedding your skin feel to it, or possibly thickening your skin, toughening your skin up a little bit, because of the cross, the snake, and the mice. That has that feel to it. Either shedding skin or don't wear your emotions on your sleeve feel, okay? And then there's the flowers. So that's another feel of that transformational type of an energy to it. The crossroads, those are our choices and our responsibilities, but they're also those little timeline decisions as well. So, but it is definitely transformational energy because we've got the snake, the crossroads, the flower, and the ring. So, that's kind of going round and round. The definition of insanity feel to it, doing the same things over and over again, expecting a different result. But I do feel that there needs to be some changes made and to discard the things that do not serve you in that aspect, okay? That's why that shedding of the skin feel. It also has a springtime energy to it, which is right around the corner. So, like when the snow starts melting, it starts revealing things, so, I feel like that's that energy as well, springtime energy. And then we've got the lilies, and then we have the tree, which is more confirmation there. And then there's the heart, and then there's the anchor, and then there's the child, and then there's the clover, and then there's the mountain, and then there's the scythe, and then there's the ship. Okay, and this is another change, a change of, your lifestyle, your career is possible here, or, I feel like there's a little bit of a breakthrough here too, because the mountain. So we might see some activities here that are, where your lifestyle is concerned, these are bigger changes, okay? So I do see a bigger change coming that has that little bit of an uproot feel to it, but the clover is there, so that clover feels, that they're blessings, okay? Granted, sometimes they can be short-lived, but I do feel that any changes that are occurring that are more lifestyle in nature, they are for a greater purpose and blessing, because the tree is our final outcome card there, which is kind of another, karmic or healing type of an energy. And then there's the ship, which is that success feel. So I like that. And then there's the anchor. So you've landed. There's a new chapter though, or a new, possibly adventure, but, because I do see out in nature feel, especially with the ship, the tree, and the mountain that has that feel to it. But there is some new lifestyle change on the horizon. That was the word I think I was looking for, was horizon. And then we've got the garden, then we've got the lady, and then we have the dog, and then we have the moon, and then we have the letter, and then we have the book, and then we have the birds, and then we have the coffin, and then we have the whip. Now that's another breakthrough feel to it too, because the coffin, that has that rest feel, but it's also a time of the past, okay? So we have to out with the old, in with the new feel, but the shedding and then the rebirth, that's the energy that it's giving off. It can be emotional. I feel like we're in Pisces season right now, and that it always is a little more emotional. And then, there's a little bit of hidden knowledge here. So I think that we're trying to unravel or discover or reveal those type of possibly, a mystery or a secret or just an unknown, or it could be a little bit of research and, going to school, possibly, going back to school, learning something, kind of mastering your craft. Let's see. I'm going to lay these out. Maybe it'll give us a little bit more clarity on that one. But there is a breakthrough, but I do see it could be it's a little challenging. Now the upper left-hand corner is the sun, which that brightens up everything in our spread here. Let's see. And the bottom left is our house, and the bottom right is the lady, which that's your feminine energies. All right. I might see a little bit of a regret feel. Whenever I see that snake has that and then we've got the cross. So it kind of has that little bit of, try not to worry about the past too much. There should be no regrets. All things happen as they're supposed to. Especially with the stars there, that's kind of that divine purpose, okay? And in divine timing, everything will fall right into place. But where that comes together is the stork, which is that forward progress, momentum, new birth feel. We've got the child and the stork. That indicates possibly a birth of something new. Could be obviously a child, but I feel that it's more or less a career or it has a career feel to it, and it also has something in the creative sector, okay, because we've got the flowers and the clover there, which really gives that creative energy feel. So, I don't know, maybe doing craft projects with your children is definitely possible. But it's something new, and it's something appreciation, something is going to come into fruition that's going to be appreciated too, something that'll stand possibly the test of time even, okay? It could be a number of things, but it's just the cards there are showing the tower and the flowers, the fox and the clover. That's just that feel of a lot of creative energy um, and appreciation, okay? I do see competition. We've got the whip and the bear. That has that competition feel, but it also has coaching, So that could be exercise. That could be, you know, um, working on your self-care, maybe getting your hair done. It could be a lot of things in the beauty sector or self-care arena, okay? Especially where healing is involved with the tree. So, that could be a healthcare professional, like a maybe like a naturopath type of a doctor, somebody who deals more with you know homeotherapies and that sort of thing. Okay, even aromatherapy, that would totally indicate that too. I do see a little bit of secret, so maybe you know if somebody can share their secrets there. I don't know, like whatever it is you're doing, let us know. Let's see what else. I do see a positive decision here that is in focus where finances, career is involved. So, maybe explore your options there, but or you know, we've got some decisions to make in that aspect too. Okay, a little bit of uncertainty and a little bit of emotional attachment to the career, um, but with an unknown. Um, like we don't know where things are headed, and I think that that's probably what's going on in a lot of people's career right now, kind of waiting for that dust to settle and to see which direction we're going to be going, because I do see the clouds in the center focus, and those clouds, they can it's your creative energy because it's in your mind, your thoughts and that sort of thing, but it also can create a little bit of worry and fear and doubt. So I don't give any mind to the self-doubt so much as taking action as to what steps you can take to, go into that forward progress momentum, okay? Because you're just wasting energy if you're in that worry mode, okay? But planning and maybe making out lists and that sort of thing, to-do lists, projects are highlighted here. Official in nature. So, these are your goals, your aspirations, your things that maybe your bucket list ideas. Um, I just feel like, you know, some choices and decisions. We're at that kind of crossroads feel. And I do see a breakthrough. So I feel like there's going to be something that comes through this week that offers up some solutions, and your children could be involved as well. So it could be regarding school, it could be regarding places that they come together, whether it's their organizations or their community involvements. Okay. Um, I do see a lot, the mother energy here as well. That's your healing and your, nurture and your protection and, um, stability and security. Those feel where your children are involved. Okay. Let's see. And it doesn't matter how old your kids are, you still you still have concern for them. And if it's not children, it could just be a new project that you feel very like I know in my work when I have a loan that I'm working on, it's kind of like my kid, my child, I take care of it as though it were my own. So I do see some online communications, and I just feel like there might be some sort of um, definitely like collaborations, but um, I think that it has to do with, I don't, because it's that refeel, but maybe research and development. I don't know if we're researching right now, but, coming up with better ways of doing things, or renegotiating, or planning for the future, in which direction is going to be best for our career and our ultimately our growth, and what we have, our purpose, and our what aligns with our values, more or less. I know it's hard, if you're not agreeing with some of the things that you're doing. Maybe it's time to sit down and try to maybe make some changes, that's for the better of everyone. Okay. Some things that aren't working out, you have to change that. That's that insanity feel. Remember, doing things over and over again, expecting a different result. Yeah, you need to make a little bit of change of course. Okay, change of direction. Yeah, it could be a little bit very discerning, discouraging sometimes, though, or but use your wise discernment. Cut corners, cut ties, cut things out that aren't in your best interest. Okay. I see. I saw this before. Either there is an emotional friend, or having difficulty with a friendship, though, or your friendship is going through some emotional changes, or I don't know, though. I see a visitor, though, there, so I don't know what's going on. Well, there's my classic intuitions, though. So maybe, if something isn't settling right with you, you need to listen to your intuition. But I do see a little bit of confusion there, and a little bit of an emotional attachment feel to it. So maybe, when your friends are going through some rough times, if you have that empathetic feel, and it hurts you just as much sometimes, but just use your wise discernment, and help guide without getting involved. It's the only thing I can imagine there, but let's see. Yeah, I see a little bit of a bump in the road. Yeah, and maybe a child that's wise beyond their years, possibly. And then I see a doctor's note, or a prescription, possibly. I feel like, you know how, like, you'll hear of maybe something that's like, that'll help you with some health, area in your life or whatever, and you'll see an advertisement for it. But then, instead of ordering it, you kind of do a little bit of research about it. Yeah, I feel like that's an order, because online research is there, and then it shows the kind of that doctor note or that prescription feel. So, maybe getting more than one opinion is also mentioned here, but do your research for sure. Okay. Some things, the side effects are worse than what it's going to help you with. Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of a change, or a little bit of a oh, I hate that. I hate it when I see the snake bite. The snake bite is definitely there. And this is the classic, when a snake bites you, you don't chase after it and ask why it bit you. It's that feel. Maybe just, move away slowly and keep going forward. Back away slowly. But then the sun is there. So, I just feel like, sometimes things aren't as bad as they seem. It just might not feel good. But I do see a little bit of either a heartbreak or a breaking, or at least, possibly cutting ties. But it's a positive decision. So, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I look at it as something that's necessary. And it's kind of like, that self-care and self-preservation. Could also be a move, a house move, or renovation. That's what else it can be, a house renovation. Just with those mice there, I don't like that feel. Those mice kind of has that niggling and, the things that are possibly, those small problems that can turn into big problems if you don't handle them. Let's see what else. I do see that there is going to be a reveal of some mystery. I'm anxious to hear what that is. Let's see. But how I said about the child and the stork, that could be a child, a newborn child, a newly born child. It's beautiful. And what a blessing. Yeah. That last portrait is quite lovely, but the mountains are dead center. So that gives the feel of a little bit of delay and challenge, but a new chapter. Okay. Something to look forward to. Yeah. Yeah, our center focus is the child, so I feel like there's something new coming. I'm excited about that. All right, friends, you have a great evening, have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye-bye.